What's up guys, I am Propin, and today I'm going to show you how to become a legendary painter in Forza Horizon 5. Now this is actually my first YouTube video, so it may be a little rough around the edges, but stick with me. To keep the video short and straight to the point for everyone, I'll be discussing 3 tips for everybody to get on the path to legendary painter. Now do know I am not a legendary painter myself yet, but I believe these strategies will work because following this regiment, I've gained over 10,000 downloads in a single week. Now keep in mind it takes 50,000 downloads to reach a legendary painter, but this number varies from what I've heard. And as you probably know already, if you get enough downloads, you can sell your cars for 20 million in the auction house, so you can pretty much beat the game by doing that. Now the first thing you gotta do when grinding downloads is to choose your car. What car you choose definitely matters when you're making libraries. Basically you want to choose cars that you know the community is using right now. And I'd think a pretty good place to start with that is to look at the Forzathon playlist. So have a look at this week's activities, note which cars are being used as rewards, which cars are being used for activities, and if you look right now, this week's car is the Mitsubishi Eclipse, so it's pretty safe to assume a lot of people are using this car lately to get the season rewards. So it might be a good idea to make a library for the Eclipse. You could also make libraries for the other reward cars like the Lincoln Co. or the Donkervort, but I'd say stick to the car that is part of the Forzathon weekly challenge. And no, you don't have to limit yourself to Forzathon cars. Try to think up some cars you know the community loves. The McLaren Senna, the Nissan GTR, the Lamborghini Diablo. Cars like this are constantly being used, so capitalize on the hype by making a livery for them. And try to avoid cars that you know you can't buy in the auto show, because these cars are too rare and not used enough for you to profit off of downloads. Look at the car I'm in right now, this 2003 Celica. Like the top download for it right now is only 10, so making a library for this car probably isn't a good choice. Now, you have to make libraries for cars that are popular. That's what's going to get you downloads. The second tip I'd like to share with everyone is to keep everything basic. You need to make designs that will appeal to a lot of people. Keep in mind, most people want a one-color paint job for their car, so having a car with a bunch of decals and anime characters will actually turn off a lot of players. So keep it simple. When making a library, create a custom color for the car, add a few stickers if you want, but make sure to keep it simple. When it comes to this kind of grind, it's really going to be about quantity over quality. That isn't to say you can't make a complex design though. Over the past few weeks I've spent some time making designs that have had some effort and time put into them, but you have to beware because if you publish them and they get no downloads, it's going to be very frustrating. And I've been through this because I like to make complicated, unique designs, but a lot of the time it just doesn't pay off. So I've learned it's best just to publish simple libraries. Now this is a super important bit of advice, probably the biggest I'm going to give in the video, and that is to upload your libraries at the right time. Now this might sound a little vague, but let me explain. If you pay close attention to a car's recommended designs, you notice that they will change every day. You see that design in the top left? That's what I call the #1 trending of the day. That's the spot you need to get your cars in. I figured out when the libraries reset from another YouTuber, so shout out to Anaoid. Watch his video on it if you want a long in-depth review of this, but I'll give you a quick breakdown. Basically what I found out is that the server resets the design page every day about 7 p.m. If you posted your design after the server resets at 7 p.m, you have a pretty good chance of getting your car in the top 10 recommended designs of the day. So it's not about having a fancy library, it's about picking the right car, making a quick design, and posting it before anybody else gets a chance. If you want to know how the recommended design page has reset recently, just go to Find New Designs for a car and look what's up. If you see several cars with like 0 downloads, it means they were likely recently posted, so it's prime time for you to post your designs too. I've been testing this 7 o'clock theory for the past 2 weeks, and I can say it definitely works for me. Ever since I've been uploading after 7, my download count has kind of gone through the roof. On some days I broke 1,500 downloads. And if I had to guess, I'd say about a quarter of the libraries I got put in first place. So that's pretty good, because before I was getting like 2 downloads a day, so that definitely helped the 7 p.m. thing. I don't know why it works, it just works. So one final time, all nice and concise, I'll give a rundown on what to do. Specifically after 7 p.m, choose a popular car you want to make a library for. Give it a paint job, perhaps a sticker or 2. Once it's saved, give it a custom name, and publish it. And there you go. And if you really want to game the system, go ahead and publish a lot of downloads, or designs, sorry. Some days I've published like 10 or 15 libraries. That's the days I get a lot of downloads. Here's some of the results of these methods, and what I'm doing now is I'm looking at some of the libraries I've published in the past few days. As you can see, I've been doing pretty good. Some of them have over 100 downloads, so when you add them all up, it's giving me a lot of downloads. Here's a library I published just yesterday, actually. It's a bit of a complex design, but it's actually a republish, so it still shows you can get into the #1 top left spot with the right timing and technique. Hey, I want to thank everybody if you got this far into the video, and I really do hope these strategies work for you as they did for me. It's my first time editing a video, so I know it's probably a little bad, but I'd like to improve that, and I have a lot of other ideas I want to make for YouTube videos. So if you would subscribe, I'd be very generous. Like and comment your thoughts, and I would like to see you next time.